Hey, this is AMG GTI Smoke, and I'm going to be doing a little walkthrough of my current personal best. Here we got Yee. He's a pretty fast dude, like 33s. There's Joro, he's pretty good. Grujic, I don't know who the hell that guy is. That's me. That's Noob, don't let the name fool you, he can get low 33s. There's Pectoris, good friend of mine, and KBP, another good friend of mine. And there's some other guys. Alright, now I'm right here, I'm thinking about turn 1. I can see Pectoris flashing brights in my rear view, but it's funny. But turn 1's always dangerous. You just really have to play it, you know, safe, based on what random bizarre crap occurs. There's always going to be somebody messing you up or something. But anyways, right here you'd think I'd get the draft pass, but he darts out of the way like, you gonna draft me? Which is fine with me, man, because I'm not one of those kind of guys that likes to follow you everywhere just to get the draft. I'm not going to stick to your butt and zigzag around all across the straightaway just to get a draft. That just looks kind of silly to me, and it's kind of immature. But anyways, so right here, I'm stuck behind an XRG, and you'll notice how XRGs just suck in corners. And it's like, whoa, see that? You have to slam on your brakes. They're like big old sloppy tanks, man. Joro messes up right there, but he backs off and gets out of the way, so as not to interfere with the rest of us. And that's really polite. He's a gentleman for doing that, and I really admire that kind of driving. Right there, I just barely tap him on accident. Like I said, XRGs just make you slam on your brakes for every corner. It sucks being stuck behind a big old XRG. In corners. Anyways, finally get around him because he was driving kind of crappy in those corners. But despite that, look to the left. He still passes me anyways, again, because he's got more horsepower. You know what I'm saying? That's how much faster XRG is. Anyways, he screws up his turn 1 right there, so I take advantage, slip through easily, as does my friend behind me, Pectoris. You can see him back there. Pectoris is a cool guy. Me and him are about the same speed. He's really fun to race with. Sometimes he's faster than me, sometimes I'm faster than him. It's always fun to race with him. Actually, there's something funny I could show you real quick. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Alright. Let me show you something real fast. Speaking of Pectoris, I went too far there. You can see right here, there's his name on my car. Yeah, that's how good of friends we are. I got his name on my car. He's like sponsorship or something. Anyways, right there in my rear view, you see him. He's going for the draft. He's right up on my ass. He's gonna be like honking his horn and flashing his brights. Like, see, and I tell him it's safe to pass me. Go, go, go. You can see on the top left there. I write that. And then he's like, all right. I slow down a bit to let him get by safely, but I don't slam on my brakes. I gotta consider the guy right behind me. I don't want to interfere with the guy right behind me. So I don't want to really slam on my brakes or do anything too crazy. But I want to ease off the gas and slow down and let him get by safely. It's important. If you're one of those guys who doesn't slow down and don't back off and you just keep your foot on the gas pedal when you know somebody's about to try to pass you from a draft, all that happens is you both end up crashing into each other. And then it sucks for you and them. Either that happens or you run them off the road and then you look like a douche and everybody hates your guts. I mean, it don't pay. I don't understand why people don't let off the gas when they know they're being passed. But anyways, most of, like, you know, me and all my friends and most of us at AMG GTI that are regulars there, we have good manners like that. But anyways, at this point, you saw Pectoris mow the grass back there a little. Somebody's got to cut the grass. At this point, I was thinking I could pass him because I'm better in turn 1 than Pectoris. But I was like, no, he's my friend. I don't want to, like, I'd end up probably crashing him trying to. So instead I just stayed right on his ass, like, all over his ass, like real close to let him know I was there. And definitely secure that draft. So then I go for the draft. But, I didn't get a draft, but only for a second. I mean, you saw it was like only for a second. So really, my speed isn't really much greater than his speed. So I'm worried. He's kind of to my left and I'm only a little bit in front. And I ask him, is it safe to pass? He gives me a smiley face like, yeah, go for it. But he's still right there. He didn't back off. And I'm like, oh shit, he's still there. So I can't get all the way to the left and I have to improvise like a bizarre ass line there. But somehow I pulled that off. Just barely got in front of him. Yeah, if he would have backed off a little bit because you know he was getting past, I would have been able to make a good line there. So this lap's kind of a throwaway lap. But he's still cool. I mean, like, we're good friends. He's not being a jerk. He's just giving me a hard time putting pressure on me. You know what I mean? We know each other very well, and obviously, you see, we never touch each other, contact each other, no accidents or collisions. I'm always kind of aware of where he is, and he's always kind of aware of where I am, no matter what. So we can get away with that kind of stuff. Anyways. Coming up here, I know that I gotta put some distance between me and him, because if he's close to me coming out of the chicane and can draft me again, I'm never gonna get out of this like vicious circle. Like, he'll draft me, I'll draft him, he'll draft me, etc., etc. And nobody will ever get a really good lap because it'll just be all this goofing off back and forth drafting. So I gotta put distance, so I really try hard to get a good one there. So I was able to do that, and I pulled away from him, so he cannot draft me at this time. And since I got a 29.97 there, did pretty good, and I got distance in front of Peck, and I got nobody in front of me. I'm gonna go really hardcore for a really good lap here, and I got my personal best on this lap. Now, since then, I've actually improved a little bit, and I have a better setup too. And these days, I'm able to get a second split that is in the 106 range. At the time of this recording, my best was 107.01 or 107.02, but now I can get in the 106s. So I'm looking forward to breaking this personal best. I should be able to do that shortly, but as of yet, I haven't been playing too much, and you know, I've been messing up my sector 3 or something, and just doing little things. I haven't been able to put together a perfect lap lately, but I should be able to break that personal best soon. And right here across the finish line, I see that it's personal best, and I put a little smiley face up there, like, hey, a personal best, you know, all goofy and excited. Now you'll notice though, like the way Joro BG backed off when he made a mistake, instead of interfere with everybody, you know, he got out of the way. The way I let people pass and ask, is it safe to pass, and that kind of thing. That's very important to me and to a lot of us at AMG GTI, to the regulars there, you know, those of us who are always there, you know, that's how we like to race. And it's a lot of fun there. So I'd like to invite you to come try racing with us if you haven't been there before at AMG GTI. Thanks.